John Cena and Cody Rhodes are the two biggest names in WWE. An ex-WWE writer recently discussed an idea that the two stars are pushing for WrestleMania. That would be Vince Russo. WrestleMania has been WWE's top event each year in the United States of America. While many other premium live events have been taken overseas by the company in recent years, the show of shows has stuck to the USA. John Cena recently talked about the possibility of having WrestleMania in the United Kingdom. Cody Rhodes backed his request, stating that England deserves to host the show of shows in London or another big city. Appearing on Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Coach and Bro Wrestling Show, Vince Russo talked about the prospects of seeing the NFL's Super Bowl and WWE's WrestleMania outside the United States of America. He noted that he could not imagine the Super Bowl outside the USA. However, the 63-year-old veteran did talk about how the show of shows does things differently. Russo noted that there was no point in spending so much extra to take WrestleMania outside of the United States of America as John Cena and Cody Rhodes wanted. Instead, the show continues to sell out within minutes in the USA. Triple H recently met with the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, behind the scenes. It could possibly lead to something bigger for the United Kingdom, as John Cena and Cody Rhodes could feature in the show of shows in the UK sooner rather than later. John Cena will return to WWE in 2025 for a retirement tour that will likely see him continue on the Raw brand. With the Red brand's move to Netflix, Triple H and his team will work hard to ensure that Cena and Cody Rhodes both get some top matches on the brand. Fans could end up seeing the Chain Gang Soldier and the American Nightmare team up for a few matches on the show. Alternatively, Cody could turn heel in 2025 and compete against Cena in one of his final matches. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, few events carry as much weight and significance as WWE's WrestleMania. It's the Super Bowl of wrestling, the biggest stage where legacies are solidified and moments are created that live on in the memories of fans for generations. So when the rumor mill began churning about John Cena and Cody Rhodes both making special requests for this grand event, it immediately sparked excitement and intrigue among fans. However, not everyone in the wrestling industry shares this enthusiasm. One former WWE writer, who recently spoke out in an exclusive interview, expressed confusion and disbelief over the big requests made by these two WWE superstars, going so far as to say they don't understand the appeal. To truly grasp the weight of this statement, one must first understand the legacies of both John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Cena is not just a WWE superstar, he's a global icon. After years of being the face of the company, Cena transitioned to Hollywood but still finds time to make sporadic appearances in WWE, reminding fans of his in-ring prowess and undeniable charisma. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, has a very different story. He left WWE several years ago, embarked on a journey to make a name for himself outside of the corporate wrestling giant, and then shocked the world when he returned to WWE as a bona fide main eventer. For both men, WrestleMania represents the pinnacle of their professional achievements and a platform to further etch their names into wrestling history. So, when the news broke that Cena and Rhodes had approached WWE management with particular requests for WrestleMania, it was understandable that fans would be excited. The prospect of two of the biggest names in wrestling having significant plans for the biggest show of the year was tantalizing. However, one former WWE writer, speaking on the condition of anonymity, seemed less than impressed by the situation. According to reports, Cena and Rhodes allegedly requested to face each other at WrestleMania in a high-profile match, a dream bout for May fans. Cena, despite his part-time status, is still regarded as one of the greatest of all time, while Rhodes, having spent years honing his craft and building his reputation, is seen as a man with something to prove. The match, if it were to happen, would undoubtedly be a marquee event, with immense storytelling potential given the contrasting paths both men have taken to get to where they are. However, the former WWE writer, in their exclusive interview, questioned the logic behind such a request. "I don't understand the appeal of it," they stated bluntly. John Cena and Cody Rhodes are two guys at completely different stages in their careers. Cena is a part-timer now, he's more focused on his Hollywood career, and his matches these days are more about nostalgia. Cody, on the other hand, is supposed to be the future of WWE. He's the guy who's here full-time, carrying the company forward. What does either man gain from facing each other at WrestleMania? This perspective brings up an interesting debate that has been at the heart of WWE's booking for years: the balance between nostalgia and building the future. WWE has long relied on part-time legends like John Cena, The Undertaker, and even The Rock to draw in casual fans and boost WrestleMania's mainstream appeal. These legends bring a sense of spectacle and star power that younger full-time talent sometimes lacks, simply because they haven't had the time to build the same cultural footprint. However, critics of this approach argue that leaning too heavily on the past can hinder WWE's ability to create new stars. Cody Rhodes isn't a young guy anymore, but he's still relatively new in his current role in WWE, the writer explained. He's just come back to the company, he's got all this momentum, and he's clearly being positioned as one of the top guys. But if he's in a match with John Cena, it becomes all about Cena. No matter how good Cody is, the story will always be that Cena came back for one more big match. It overshadows everything. The writer's frustration seems to stem from what they perceive as a missed opportunity. There are so many guys on the roster right now who could benefit from a match with Cody at WrestleMania, they said. Whether it's someone like Seth Rollins, who has been killing it for years, or a younger guy like Austin Theory who's still trying to break through, Cody could be doing something really meaningful with someone who's going to be a part of the company's future. But instead, we're talking about a match with John Cena. It feels like a step backward. Despite the writer's misgivings, it's important to note that professional wrestling isn't just about what makes sense from a creative standpoint. Fan demand plays a huge role in WWE's decision-making process, especially when it comes to WrestleMania. And there's no denying that a match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes would be a dream match for many fans. It's the kind of match that would draw massive interest, not just from die-hard wrestling fans, but from casual viewers and even those who have followed Cena's Hollywood career. In the end, WWE is a business, and WrestleMania is their biggest money.